Hello everyone, welcome to Master Excel Now. Today we are going to see three different ways how we can remove duplicates from our database. So I have some salesperson data here where I have their name, the product they've sold, and the quantity that they have sold. So if I see I have John Smith who sold laptops and he sold 1500 of those, and I have the same information here. So let's take the first step. So I'm going to make a copy of this data and paste it here. Unselect the previous selection. Now I'm going to click anywhere within my data range, which is this, and then go to data and click on remove duplicates. Once I do that, here is an option which says my data has headers. If it has headers, please click on it. And you have all the three columns selected, which is the salesperson, product, and sales figure. It will differ when you're working on your data. And then click OK. So it says 3 duplicate values found and removed, 12 unique values remain. The next step is I can use a formula to call the unique values, which is only the values which are not duplicated. So I will say equals to or a plus sign, and I will say unique, open bracket, and we just need to place an array. So I'm going to select my data, which is this, close bracket, and that's it. Now you see I have the information. Let's also copy the header and paste it here. And everything seems good now. So these two methods are great. They're fast and they're very, very effective. However, in this case, in step one, if I have changed the number from 1500 to 1585, it will get updated here, but not in this step one. And here, if you see, one entry has increased because John Smith laptop 1585 is different from John Smith laptop 1500. So let's go back and undo the change. The third is a Power Query. So for Power Query, I'm going to go ahead and turn my data into a table. So I will select my data, go to Home, and then click here, Format as Table, and choose one of the options that I like. So I'm going to go with this one. It gives you the range of your data and then says my table has headers. That's right. If it is not checked, please do check it and click OK. I've received my data as a table now. So I'll click anywhere within this table, go to data, and here on the extreme left corner on the top, it says get and transform data. Here you have an option to from table and range. So that's the option I'm going to use. Now I have the Power Query window opened up. So this is my data, the entire set. This is where the change happens. So the change type is the step one. So whatever happens will go in that order. Now here I want to remove duplicates. That's the purpose. So I will select salesperson as a column. Then I will select the other two columns as well. Now I've selected my entire data. And here where it says remove rows under the home tab, I'm going to click and say remove duplicates. And then I will go ahead and say close and load. So I have two options, close and load or close and load to. That's the option I'm going to use. This gives you a couple of options to call your data after processing. So from these, I have already created a video which I will place as a link in the description. You can check for table, pivot table and report, and pivot chart. For now, I'm going to use table. Then this box also asks you which location do you want the output data, a new worksheet or the existing worksheet. I'm going to use existing worksheet. And right here is where I want the information. So I'm going to select my cell M1 and click OK. Right now, this query connection box, I'm going to close this. And here I have my information. Now, if you see here, I have one less row than my Power Query. That is because here the name Brown, the last name Brown spells with a small b, and here it goes with a capital B. In the first two steps, the unique and remove duplicates, they are not case sensitive. So whether the text is written in small case or capital, they consider it as same. But Power Query does not. It makes both of them a different entry or an entity. So in order to fix this, what we're going to do is select my data, and then on the top, click on my data tab, click on queries and connections. So now I will double click on this. I'm back to my data window. Now, what I'll do is I'll click on salesperson here and click on transform. And where it says format, I'm going to click and say capitalize each word. You have other options for uppercase, lowercase. You can choose as you've seen fit. So I'm going to use capitalize each word. I'm going to make sure my other fields, for example, product is the same. If there is any other text field, make sure you've done the same action. Once it is done, now we'll focus here, which is on applied steps. So my steps right now are in this order. The first request is to remove duplicates, and the second request is to capitalize each word. So this won't work. It will give me the same result because my system says remove duplicates first, and then it says capitalize each word. What I'll do is I will click and drag it between change type and remove duplicates. Now it will first capitalize each word and then remove duplicates. For now, we are good. Now that we've done that, we go back to home and then click close. Now, since the data is already being generated by a Power Query, it won't give you an option to close and load to. Just close and load. Close the connection. And here, now if you see, we have all the data the same way. Thank you.